welcome into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is our regular monthly Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. We have our special co-host with us, back again, Kelli Snow, and we have Carrie McCorrd. You guys are like icons now with Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. And you were just saying before the show that you have a lot to talk about, a lot of events coming up. I actually attended the Coffee for Closers this morning over at Lucky Dill with Connie and Jewel and the whole crowd, and it was really wonderful, and they were kind of like chit-chatting. One of our guests from that meeting this morning is actually coming up a little bit later. So who wants to go first? What's going on with the chamber?
Who was the guest speaker this morning?
Jason
Avery.
That was Jason Avery.
Was it? Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Very good, very good. He was talking about different personality types and moving us around in the room on where we fit in, and it's very interesting.
Yeah,
he's been on a show too.
Yeah, good book.
Yeah. So what's going on with the chamber?
If we go in calendar order, it's going to be you.
If we go calendar order, it's me. It's a good time to be in Palm Harbor. All eyes of of the sports world right now. The two biggest sporting events in the state of Florida are here in this area, which is the Valspar Open at Innisbrook at Palm Harbor, but also the St. Pete Grand Prix. So now is a good time to be a Florida resident and a Palm Harbor resident because all eyes of the world are right here on us.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
I adore Palm Harbor. I truly do. That's why I sent my mom there when she moved here from Michigan because I just love that town. So what else? Tell me more.
Today was the Coffee for Closers, and then tomorrow night is Evening Extraordinaire, which as we had spoken about last month.
Last couple of months we've talked about that.
Celebration of Palm Harbor Gala.
Yes.
This year it's at East Lake Woodlands Country Club. 4 to 5 hours, $35 per person. Going country, so we're going to have a country theme to it. We're going to have some line dancing going on, some live music, some DJ music, some professional dancers to help teach us how to do the two-step and the hokey pokey, I guess, and all that stuff.
So, who's coming over there? Do you know?
I'm not really sure, but I know that they're professionals because they're getting paid to be there.
So, very good.
But for $35, it's
food from 18 restaurants.
From 18 different restaurants. We've got 4 to 5 different craft breweries coming in. For beer and wine, so
and that's part of your admission. Is the beer and wine and the food.
$35. You can't go out to dinner for $70 for two people for 4 hours.
And dancing
and eat
and
drink
lessons
like that.
from professionals. Are you kidding me?
And good people to hang out with and get to know.
You expect a lot of people there, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, it is going to be fun, and it's right up your alley with country because I know how you love it.
Kick those boots on.
You are going to be blinged right out. I know, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's fun. That's exciting. Do you do line dancing?
I did many years ago, actually. I did it quite a bit.
So that's going to be fun.
So see if it comes back, right?
Yeah.
Never know.
But it should be a good time. We've got, we've got a lot of local restaurants coming in, and food's going to be good.
Silent auctions.
Silent auctions are going to be good. Then we've got, then I guess the next event after that is...
what's right after? Teacher Appreciation Breakfast is on Monday.
Yeah, and we've got Rich coming up later to talk about that. And then then we've got some other events coming up towards the end of the month. One of them is the monthly network lunch. And this month we're doing it at Fairway Pizza, my favorite pizza place.
Me too.
Only because I grew up on it. But so we'll be doing it. We'll be doing that there, and then we've got some other events coming up next month. We got Paired Head coming up, which is a big.
Now, what is
event.
that all about?
Well, it's a celebration of Jimmy Buffett and his music in downtown Palm Harbor, and it's a day-long event of music and drinking and enjoying the sun and the fun and everything that goes along with it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I want to back up just for a minute because it was mentioned today about the teacher appreciation.
Yes.
They're expecting like 350.
Over 300 teachers in attendance. And that's just the last time we checked, which was Monday. So you never know, last minute this week, we expect it to really build.
That is fabulous.
And it's at Innisbrook, and it's Monday at 11 o'clock. And I want Rich to talk about it more in detail, but what we really would love is some sponsors. And the neat thing is about being a table sponsor, $175, you're paying for 10 teachers to have breakfast.
Oh,
you can't beat that.
nice.
And then you get to decorate the table any way you want with all your business stuff and make it fun. And I just think it's a great opportunity to get your networking, your business out there. And if you come, we have a whole area just for the sponsors where they can hang out and network together.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you guys are so good about that. Rich was actually promoting that today.
Oh, good.
Asking for
Good, good,
sponsors
good.
and everything. And then, of course, he was coming on the show in a little bit. I'm glad that you brought that up because that's really the platform for My Chamber TV is to give you guys a way to raise awareness on what's happening in the community, what you're doing personally,
Right.
corporately, and of course, you, my dear, Miss Kelli Snow, is director with Chick-fil-A, and you've been there for a long time, haven't you?
Almost 6 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
In a way,
while.
it seems like a long time. In a way, it doesn't. But I love my job.
I know
I'm
you
very
do.
Passionate
I know
about it.
you do. You beam with joy when you
Love
talk
it.
about Chick-fil-A.
I really
As soon
do.
as it's brought up, Chick-fil-A, I'm doing this, and you said you were handing out Chick-fil-A with on the golf court.
Valspar, we're giving away Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So if you're coming to Valspar, be looking for our golf carts because
How fun.
we have a huge food truck coming all the way from Atlanta. It got here today.
Wow.
And we set it up tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. and we are going to be distributing sandwiches for the golf tournament.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is really
We
cool.
like to give.
I know you do. And of course, Carrie, you've been
Yep.
with Whitco Insurance.
Yep, 9 offices, 45 agents, central part of Florida. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of work. I'm enjoying it. I haven't stopped, haven't slowed down, and hopefully we'll keep growing because we've got fine folks that like yourself and everybody that's out there that support our agencies. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any tips? I always try to glean a
Get
little
something-
tip from
yeah.
you on
Learn
insurance.
something.
Right now, with the snowbirds kind of being down and a lot of the traffic that's out there, now would be a good time to take a look at your auto insurance policy and have someone professionally review it. There's you can be underinsured, you can be overinsured, you can not be insured, and there's a lot of different parts and pieces that nobody really wants to take the time to really understand. But if you sit down with one of our professional agents, they'll walk you through it. They'll educate you so that you can make an educated decision on what coverages you should have. But there's a lot of people out there right now with no insurance.
How do they do that? I don't understand
They get away
that.
with it for a period of time before the state comes down on top of them. But that's why it's important to also take a look at your policies and make sure you have something called uninsured or underinsured motorists.
I was just going to ask you
Yeah.
about that because a
Right.
lot of people think they're going to shave a little bit off their bill.
Yep.
And as much as I'd love to do that, I'm scared to death to take that uninsured motor.
In a lot of cases, you're better off going with a higher deductible on the comp and collision, but adding that underinsured motorist coverage because of the amount of people out there that don't have coverage.
That is a really good point.
And if somebody hits your
Thank you.
car, they don't have coverage. It's your policy that pays, but what about
right.
the medical?
Exactly.
So-
And I really don't like to come from the fear factor, but honestly, when you think about it, there are so many drivers out there, and as much as I loathe it, we see it all the time. There's more accidents than ever. And you may have the statistics from people who are driving and texting.
Yep.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
don't do
I
it.
stop and honk at them because it drives me up the wall. I'm driving down the road and I look over and I go, are you kidding me?
Well, I
And
know.
they're like this.
Yes.
It's like, are you
Yes.
kidding?
Yeah,
Yes.
distracted driving's now become
It's
the
gotta
number
be
one
huge.
reason for at-fault accidents.
Has to be.
I mean, I'm just curious on what the statistics are about that because, I mean, can it just wait until you get to your destination,
Or even at a
least
light.
at a
Yeah.
light, at
Yeah.
a light,
Yeah.
right?
I'd rather honk at someone because they're distracted at a light.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Next time you're on US 19 at night, you stop at one of the big intersections. As soon as you stop at a red light, look around and see how many people. The first thing they do is pick up their phone.
I know.
And they're looking at that phone as they're rolling forward out of that green light. So
know.
And you know what's crazy? My kids who are teenagers, my girls tell me, Mom, put your phone down.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they're
yeah.
learning that. They're teaching them that in schools.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that my son and my daughter-in-law are limiting my little grandson with the iPad and the phones and everything.
Monitor
But
and
I know
manage.
it's almost time to get into our break, and I know you guys are both going to stay with me here, but I just wanted to let everybody know how long each of you have been with the Chamber and the importance of being a member of the Chamber of Commerce in Palm Harbor and what it's done for you. I know both of you are so active, and I know it has done a lot, but tell our viewers out there why join a chamber? There's this misconception out there when they join the chamber, they don't do anything for me, so they don't They
Yeah.
don't renew. They don't go back. Why is that?
Well, you know, my philosophy is if you want something, you've got to do something. You know, you can't complain if you're not doing anything. And when
Yeah.
people come to me and they go, well, you know, I joined and nothing happened. Well, what did you do?
That's right.
Did you get connected from the minute you got in there? Because we will,
Yeah.
right, Carrie?
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
send you straight over to Ambassador Committee
Yeah.
and get you connected. And, you know, I've been with the Chamber for 5 years, and I did go head first into it. I did. I wasn't one of those that hung out and waited to see what they were going to do. I just got connected immediately. And that's why it's been so successful for me.
Yeah, and that's what the ambassador team's for, is really to welcome, educate, and promote new and existing members. So when you come aboard and you join as a member, we take you, say, all right, what do you want to accomplish? What do you do? How can we help you? And then we make sure that we put the train track down and get you introduced to everybody. But again, like Kelly said, it's what you put into it. If you're going to start a business, whether it's a small, medium, or large business, and you don't have a passion for that business, you don't understand what it is you're trying to accomplish, what are you going to get out by joining the chamber? You're going to get nothing. But if you're a small to medium-sized business and you're using it as part of your marketing plan, and you put some time and effort into it, and it's not a lot of time, it's not a lot of effort, it's just showing up more than anybody else.
Well, the returns are, when you put you have to put the time into it,
Yeah.
get a little skin in the game,
Yeah.
and make it work, because it all comes back to you in the end. And who knows, you may make new friends, and not just acquaintances.
Oh,
but
it's guaranteed.
I hear this
Absolutely
from
guaranteed.
every chamber.
Oh,
they
it's
all
the
say the
truth.
same thing. You make really good, solid
Really good
relationships.
friends. You
Yeah.
do. And, you know, in today's time, we get so crazy busy. And, you know, you've got kids, too. With our kids' lives, what about us? Well, when we put business with the chamber, you can't get anything but good stuff out of it.
It's gotten to the point now, Kelly and I, we go to events, and it's like, oh, great, I get to go see my friends and family.
It's the truth.
So I get to go see my buddies and
I know,
hang
I was
out
like, oh,
with them.
Carrie's going to be there.
like,
Yay!
I don't see it as a work or a discomfort or not, but I don't know who they are.
No.
Once you get to know everybody and understand that everyone's kind of there for, their own selfish reasons, which is fine, but, everyone's friendly. Everyone's nice. We're all. It's Palm Harbor. Everyone knows everybody.
I know.
It's just a big happy family.
It is a big happy family, and I'm learning that more and more as we do more and more shows and get to know more and more people, and everybody. They all have that same commonality among the chambers, and that's what I love, because it just seems like people are wanting to get back to families and relationships, that whole nesting thing, and having that whole that old town feel. And even up here in Newport Richey with the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce, it's the same kind of thing, and everybody pitches in to get involved in the community, to do good and really give back.
And you know what? It's not too much. People go, well, how much am I going to have to do? You actually get to tailor it to what works for you.
I'm glad you said that.
If you're social, you can do all the social things, all of the networking social things.
Yeah.
If you'd rather just be behind the scenes and help us with our events, we can put you to work and do behind the scenes.
Exactly.
We've got 7 to go ahead.
Hold that thought. We have to take a break.
All right.
We'll be right back after this.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist. Believe me, Dr. B and his worker bees are the best. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way?
Hi, everyone. Welcome back in here to My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. With me are my co-host, Carrie McCorrd. We have Kelli Snow. And the second time I had a chance to meet Mr. Richard Reisinger. And I tell you, I didn't know him before this morning, and you got up to talk about what you do, and it fascinated me. And I was so glad to hear that you were actually on the show today. And he does something called Mathnasium, the Math Learning Center. You should see this business card. It is adorable. You've got, who is this little guy on the graphic there?
That's our mascot.
That's your mascot, exercising math.
Right.
So tell everybody what you're all about, because you were talking about kids, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm so bad at math. Do you do adults too?
You do.
Yep. We mostly do grade school kids and middle school kids and some high school and college, but our oldest student is 48 years old. A woman who is trying to get back into college algebra and college math, and she had trouble passing those courses. She came in at a 5th grade level, and she's now doing high school and college algebra.
Wow. Very cool.
Really?
That's neat.
Yep. So our system works very well. If students use this the way we're intended to be used, they progress very rapidly.
Now, is there, can you give a trade secret? I mean, why is it so different?
Well, what we do is we do an assessment that drills into their math skills and finds where they got left behind.
Oh, okay.
So we go back to the time with the math skill that left them behind, and we start there. So we start building back that foundation that left them behind in the first place. So we're very good at that, and we're very good at finding the methodology that they learn by. Instead of applying our methodology, or one methodology that we force them to use, we find the technique that they learn best with, and that's what we use.
Ooh, I like that.
Do I even dare say anything about Common Core? I'm just...
The Common Core has been good for our business.
Okay. Okay, that was the answer.
Common Core has led to some frustration, but I can understand what the theory is behind Common Core. They're trying to apply different methods to see what the student works best at, but they're applying a methodology that works good with 1 or 2 students to a classroom full of students, and that seems to be the issue. So, and I don't blame the schools. They have a curriculum schedule that they have to stick to, and they have to move on whether all the kids are with them or not. So it's not really the problem.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right, it doesn't.
Hello?
No, I understand, but they're doing the best they can. I don't blame the teachers, I don't blame the schools. They're doing the best they can with it, and it's caused, it causes some headaches with parents and kids, and it causes homework wars at home.
I was talking to somebody the other day over at one of the pizza places, and she was telling me about how she had to work and tutor her child with math. I wonder where I was left behind. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, we can find out.
I where I was left.
It's very easy to find out.
I mean, I'm still counting on my fingers. I have no business having a checkbook. So, I mean, I'm just honest. So I'm so fascinated to hear you talk about that. So you actually give them testing to where you can actually find out how you can hone in and bring them up to the level where they need to be in a classroom situation, being confident, knowing they're going to get it, knowing they're going to pass the tests, right?
Well, confidence is a large part of it. So,
absolutely.
A lot of the problems that kids have is the confidence. They're afraid to approach a problem, tackle a problem, and once we show them and prove to them that they can do it, their performance goes up through the roof. You know, so once they can look at a problem and say, "Yes, I can do this," it helps a lot.
So, did you start this business all on your own, or is it another?
No. It's a franchise.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the Mathnasium of Palm Harbor.
Palm Harbor. Yes.
How long have they been around? This is the first I've heard of it.
They've been around for 10 years. When I got into it about 2 years ago, there was about 450 locations. Now there's over 600 worldwide. So it's growing rapidly.
What does that tell you? I'm just saying.
There's a market for it for sure.
There's a market for sure.
But their methodology has been around for about 35 years.
No kidding. I am so glad that I hooked up with you, because I can. I talk to people all the time. They're talking about the schools and the system and the this and the that. I mean, the kids aren't even learning how to handwrite.
No, it's gone.
Cursives.
It's all gone. I know.
I can't believe, well, it's been forever since I raised my kids, but it's good to have people like you to come to the rescue.
Sure, we're glad to do it, yeah. Yeah, and it's a labor of love. You know, we love to see our kids progressing. In November, we had a young lady who joined us, and she was about a year behind her grade level, and she just got voted by her peers in school to be the captain of her school's math team.
Oh, for heaven's
it's
sakes.
those
Now,
kind of successes that keeps us excited about it and keeps us going. Yeah.
You got to love that.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been a member of the Palm Harbor Chamber?
About a year and a half,
Year and
almost
a
going
half.
on 2 years.
Okay.
And it's been great. I'm not from the Palm Harbor area or Florida. The first thing I did when I came here and decided to open this business was join the chamber. And through people like these guys, I was able to find a contractor, find marketing people, find ad people, accountants. Everything I've built this business with has been through the chamber, so it's been great.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having been able to do it without the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. It's been
Well, I'll
awesome.
tell you, these are not unfamiliar words. We hear that from everybody that joins
Yeah.
the chamber. And
Yep.
of course, Connie is amazing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I mean, she's got a lot of years under her belt with the chamber. She really knows her stuff.
Yeah.
That's so
Great energy.
That
Yep.
is so great.
Yep.
So basically, how do people get a hold of you as far as if they're having? Do you do like private tutoring?
We do private. It's mostly from the student's perspective. It's one-on-one, but an instructor may be helping 2 or 3 kids at a time.
That
So-
might be at the same kind of level, or
So not always.
Oh, not
we
always.
help
Oh,
every
okay.
level. Yeah, and each kid gets their own customized curriculum based on that assessment.
Oh.
So this 4th grader over here might be working on 5th grade level or 6th grade level math, where this 4th grader might be working on 2nd or 3rd grade level, just depending on where they're at in their math experience.
That's got to be really frustrating for a child to grow up just barely making it in math. And of course, if they don't really have a likeness for it either. I mean,
Yep.
there's some whizzes, you know, at math and everything, and then they go on to do other things that are in that arena.
Yeah.
But and that does kind of stay with you too, you know.
Sure, and we like to say kids don't hate math, they hate being intimidated by not knowing.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And if you're, you know, going to go work a cash register or go, you know, you've got to have some basic knowledge with that. So that's pretty amazing. Now, are you involved in any of the events?
Yeah. I'm part of the education committee with Kelli through the chamber, and we have a teacher appreciation brunch taking place on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, we should have somewhere between 300 and 400 teachers.
That's
there.
what you said this morning.
Yeah. Should be great. They should be. You know, we like to appreciate our teachers because they work hard. And it's administration day, so there's no students in school that day. So they're going to go to school, do their administrative stuff, join us for brunch, and go back to school that day. But we're going to have door prizes for them, a chance to schmooze with them a little bit, and show them, you know, that we appreciate their hard work.
That is so fabulous. I mean, I dropped my teeth when you said 300 to 400 people. Now, you're also seeking out sponsorships.
Yes.
So we have 3 minutes left before we close this segment of
Okay.
Palm Harbor. Let everybody know, what do you need?
Well, we like to have table sponsors, which is $175 per table, but you get to put your product and service in front of these teachers. Teachers talk a lot. They talk to parents. They talk to their students, of course. So it's a great chance to get your name in front of teachers, or donate a door prize, even, you know, or something to give away to them. It's a great chance to get your cheap advertising in front of 300 to 400 teachers just from Palm Harbor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a lot of teachers. My goodness, that
And
is so
teachers
great.
share a lot of information.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
So I've got referrals that come from teachers that just keep talking
Well,
and
because
talking.
they stick together.
They all,
Yeah.
you know, they're
Yeah.
there 9, 10 hours a day with each other. So
Of course.
And
Yeah.
we're doing
of course.
goodie bags for each one of them.
Aw,
So if
that's
anybody
so
wants to,
cool.
you know, drop anything off at the Chamber of Commerce that we can stick in the goodie bags, please do that by Sunday. If they could,
that's
yeah.
No, and where is the event being held again?
Innisbrook.
Innisbrook. I love that place. That's going to be beautiful. Really, really good energy over there. Beautiful facility and all that. That's going to be great. We just have about another minute or so remaining. Anything else you guys want to cover?
Did I talk about Relay for Life?
Relay for Life.
Yes.
Woohoo! April
Yes.
1st, Relay
There
for
you go.
Life. It's going to be at Palm Harbor University High School, the football field, and it's from 5 p.m. to midnight.
Wow.
So it's still time to get online and get your team submitted. and just come out there and network and get to know the people in our community, because we're represented from everybody during Relay for Life.
Perfect. And that's Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce. You'll want to check. Any last things from you, Rich?
Just come check us out. Even if you don't have a kid who's behind in math, you just want to get them ahead, come see me.
Tell where you are.
Absolutely.
I'm at Palm Harbor, Alderman and Alt 19, right next to Publix.
Perfect, perfect. And my friend over here with the insurance. Any more tips? You gave a lot today.
Yeah, I think I'll stop there, so I don't get any more trouble.
I have something I can share. Chick-fil-A's giving away free breakfast next Wednesday.
Free breakfast.
Free breakfast.
Nice.
I am there. Absolutely on that. Now, I love, I'm a Chick-fil-A junkie. Anytime I can get my hands on that. Very good. We're going to take a brief time out, and we have a charity we're going to honor here in just a little bit for All Children's Hospital. In the meantime, I got to thank you guys so much for talking about Palm Harbor. Good luck. I am going to keep your card very close to my heart, because then I can just pull it out.
We'll give you some math lessons.
See, yes, and you can see where they left me. I know they left me behind somewhere. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll be right back.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the Beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist. Believe me, Dr. B and his worker bees are the best. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. We're doing things a little bit differently today because we actually have my dear friend, Helena Trengata, coming out, and a very favorite charity that is very close to her heart that she has been participating in. And when she told me what she was doing, we just happened to have an opening today. So I said, why don't you come on the show? So here you are. So you can talk about this amazing event that's going to be coming up. So I'm just going to turn it all over to you.
Well, who doesn't love kids, right?
I know.
And who hates it? Hates it when they're sick. I hate it when they're sick. And so because of that and because of my love for kids, I joined the All Children's Hospital North Pinellas Guild last year. And I'm all about helping kids and their families because we also support Ronald McDonald House, which you know allows the parents to stay down close to their children if they're down at the St. Pete facility. And so we have 12 guilds. I'm sorry, to get this right, we have 12 branches of the guild. And the guilds are all run by the foundation. So it gets a little complicated in my, but in my world, this is all new. And they're the fundraising arm for the hospital. So each year they give us something that they need, really huge, millions of dollars need, and all 12 guilds branches work on that need. And this year they have two needs. One is for a brand new ambulatory, it's like this huge ambulance that's high tech and it's got special padding in it so babies and little bodies won't get bounced around when they're being transported. And the other thing that they're trying to raise money for is to raise the level of the education for the nurses. And to be at a certain level for hospitals, you have to have all of your nurses at a bachelor's level or above. And some of the nurses don't really have the monies to go back to school and get this education. So this is another part we're doing to offer better services in the state of Florida, is to help them pay for the education. So this is a huge, over $1 million goal. And so each branch works to raise these funds.
Sure.
And so we have a couple of big fundraisers of the year. And this year we bit off this new thing that we have not done in our branch before, which is Elements of Style Luncheon and Fashion Show. And it's going to be held April 24th at the Safety Harbor Spa.
And my favorite place.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Dillard's are going to be doing the fashions.
Oh, nice.
And so we're very excited about it. And we need help, though, because we're a small branch. As you know, we're all volunteers. And we just need help because everybody has got their hand out for monies.
Sure.
It's a tough economy right now. And we would like you, that's why Barb and John were nice enough to invite us onto the show today. We would like you to help support our endeavors. And John's got our flyer up on the screen at some point. He will have our flyer up on the screen. And again, it's Sunday, April 24th from 1 to 4. It is at the Safety Harbor Spa. It's $50 per person for the lunch.
That's not bad.
You can buy, obviously, everyone is welcome, but we would love for you to bring a table. And we also have sponsor opportunities. So we need large sponsors, but we also need those $50 ads to put in our programs, which would be a business card ad. So there are so many ways to give back for this particular event. And then the other thing we need is we always need more volunteers. Volunteers to work that day, volunteers to work on a regular basis. We meet, our particular branch meets at the All Children's Outpatient Center in Palm Harbor on Tampa Road. It's right there by McMullen Booth. And we meet once per month. And so if you've got any questions, I guess John is going to put up all the information. But you can also go to allkids.org/elements. And that's where you can actually see all of the sponsor opportunities. You can purchase your tickets. And if you wanted to give something, if your audience wanted to give something for the event, we are accepting donations, obviously, to be put into large baskets for silent auction.
Nice. I was going to ask about that.
We're looking for some golf packages and hotel packages. We would just love some of your viewers to step up to the plate and offer something so that all those funds can go back to the kids that are in need at All Children's Hospital, which is a wonderful facility to, if And part of our sponsorship opportunity is you get a tour of the hospital.
Nice.
And so it's pretty special when you go down there and you see all that they do for these kids. And it's not just the big all children's hospital in St. Pete, which is so overwhelming. And I got the opportunity last fall to spend 2 days down there, and the stories I heard.
I bet.
You know, I'm a story gal.
I know, I know.
And everything from, you name it, kids that hadn't even been diagnosed there, they were there for tests, and the parents were freaking out because they didn't know what was wrong with their child, to preemies, to women who felt like their child was going to not make it home. We heard some stories, and there was just people everywhere, and so many of them had, the kids had walkers, and the kids had this, and you see the need because it's not just the patient, it's the whole family's there, because they can't leave all the other kids at home to come see this kid,
right?
In many cases, and so you've got the whole family there, and they want to be there because of the fact that sometimes they don't know if their child's going to make it.
I know, that's so sad.
And it just breaks your heart to see all that. But the other thing is, I've toured the outpatient center, and we have more than one, but the one I've toured is the one on Tampa Road that I had mentioned earlier, and that's where we have our meetings once a month. And the caring, loving people that are there that give back to these kids. I mean, kids that, everything from learning disabilities to rehab to, you just name it. They've got toys everywhere for these kids to learn with, and they have see-through windows so the parents can watch their child all the time while they're doing this, although they're not distracting the child. They have such neat ideas, and it's just touching that there are people who want to help these kids.
I know.
And they're there. They're not like me. They're there. They work every day with these kids.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
It is amazing. You love to have those souls the kids' souls being touched, and then these people who are such givers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to really put many feathers in your cap for being one of those givers. Helena is, I nicknamed Helena. She's my very dear friend. She's also one of our Women Unscripted. Some of you have seen her on the last Monday, and we motivate and inspire women on Women Unscripted live at 5 the last Monday of the month. But Helena has been a true friend, and I have watched her go out in the neighborhood time and time again, and I call her Tinkerbella. She goes out in the neighborhood sharing her little happy fairy dust and making a difference. And it didn't surprise me when she said that she was going to be involved with this fundraiser. So you're probably going to see her as much as I can get her on the show in any of the chamber shows as much as I can so that she can promote to this. Because, we never know when our own child or a family member's child may end up in All Children's Hospital. And I tell you, just thinking about that, and it all has such an amazing reputation for helping children and really getting the job done. And maybe the stories are, some are sadder than others, but there's a lot of success stories there. Now, we only have 3 minutes remaining, so let's talk about we need sponsorships for All Children's Hospital and all the amazing things that they're doing. Let's give the rundown once again. You want me to go over that for you, dear?
Sure.
I know you've got a tear in your eye, so you might not be able to read this. But it's for All Children's Hospital Guild, North Pinellas Branch, and Dillard's are presenting the Elements of Style Luncheon and Fashion Show. It is on a Sunday, so that's really great. April 24th from 1 to 4 p.m. at none other than, I don't know how much better it gets than this, Safety Harbor Resort and Spa. It's at 105 North Bayshore Drive in Safety Harbor, and that zip is 34695. It's $50 a person. You can get the tickets online at allkids.org/elements. You can also contact Vicki Mills at 727-781-4853. How fun is this? You'll be able to expect the fashion show by Dillard's, silent auction, and there's a cash bar available. It has everything, and really the energy, the camaraderie to give back into the community like this is so fabulous. You've seen the facility. You see how high-end, high-tech everything is over there, but we got to help keep it going.
And it really does take a community to do this type of thing. I mean, I was blessed to have healthy children, but even they had some health challenges and never ended up in a full-blown children's hospital, but you just never know, like you said.
You never know.
And, you know, there by the grace of God go someone that we love. And so to make these facilities better by not just technology, because we know technology is necessary and good, but the other thing is the loving and caring and educated, because we're giving them an opportunity for higher educated nursing. It is phenomenal what they do down there. And I've talked to parents, I've talked to staff members, I've heard numerous testimonials because they have an annual dinner that I've got to hear from an amazing number of people who it's almost everyone from the janitor up who is just a kind soul.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so proud of you for getting involved, and it doesn't surprise me. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to get involved, you can also get a hold of Helena as well at 727-457-9391. And you can always get a hold of me here at My Chamber TV. Thank you so much for joining us today. I will be back next Tuesday for our next Chamber show. And I think we're actually featuring another brand new chamber, Safety Harbor. So I'll see you then. In the meantime, God bless. Have a wonderful week. And thank you, my friend.